As somebody who frequently organizes protests and is sort of a movement leader, I often get comments or questions from people who are feeling cynical or despondent, and they say, what's the point of protesting? Why are we doing this? We all came together, we did this thing, and nothing changed. Nothing happened. What's the point? What are we actually accomplishing every time we go out to protest? And to them I say, every protest is practice. Every action is a training. No, we're not going to solve every problem with one protest or one action. But every time we respond to something and we say no, or we say, yes, we want more of this, or we say, not in my backyard and not in your backyard either. Every time we flex our muscles by showing up, and we learn, and we get better, and we get more efficient. Protest movements require building. They don't just happen. It's not a flash. It's not something that just is. We have to figure out how to do this and how to do it well and how to do it over and over and over again until we reach that critical mass. People who study protest movements, effective, nonviolent protest movements that actually topple oppressive regimes, it can be done, and it is what happens most often around the world. There are lots of people who are getting to the point where they feel like all of our nonviolent actions aren't leading anywhere and they're not getting us anywhere fast enough, and they are starting to say, we need to reach for our own guns. We need to bring out those guillotines. We need to start fighting fire with fire. Well, I hate to break it to you, but fighting fire with fire just brings more fire. We fight fire with water. All right? We put it out, and we do it nonviolently. The most effective protest movements that did not resort to violence are the ones that worked. And all you need to accomplish that, they have found the tipping point is about 3% of the population. When 3% of your population is engaged and ready at a moment's notice and can show up and can peacefully occupy and shut it down, that is when real change happens. So why? What are we doing? What do we do when we go to protests? We're practicing. We're training. So when they invade Detroit, we'll have the strength and the know-how and the muscle memory on how to respond. When they kill our Keith Porter, our Renee Good, our Victor Manuel Diaz, when they kill our Alex Peretti, when they kill you or me, we will have built a movement that knows how to respond and respond on our terms. UUs have a long history of being martyrs for social justice causes. So, what was the good of going to the Women's March? What was the point of Black Lives Matter? What was the March for Our Lives, or the March to Save Women's Lives, or the No Kings protests, or the Tesla takedowns, or Minnesota's Day of Truth and Freedom boycott and shutdown? What did that accomplish? It built our movement's muscle. So we have the strength to respond every time and everywhere, unrelenting and on our terms, with singing, humor, peace, and love. Protesting is living our UU values and making sure that they outlive us. Because we may not see the end of this, but we can help build our way out of it.